Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you more gameplay and commentary for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This time I'm bringing it to you on the Xbox One, and I'm going to be attacking a naval fort today. The fort of Contoyer, over on the west side of the map towards the Yucatan Peninsula. Now this fort is contained entirely on an island. You'll see right here I'm about to shoot some mortar at it, and so there's when you're attacking a naval fort, there are two major pieces to that. The first being the actual using your ship to attack and defeat the defenses, the cannon defenses of the fort itself. The next is the infiltration of the fort and the destruction of its naval, its naval officers, and then the fort's captain, or commander, I guess is probably a good way to do it. When you're firing upon a naval base, you have the opportunity to, when you make a good, when you get a good shot on it, it will bring these, spots that you can hold the Y button and do the swivel cannons on it. Now, there is an extra bit here of complication because of, and it took me a couple of seconds to realize it before until I paid attention. But there are some water spouts that jump up here, small, tornado-like things that really do a number on my ship. It just takes me right here and puts me right into the rocks. I thought I could cut it off, but unfortunately I get caught on the side, which then slammed me into the rocks. So there's kind of this dual thing for this particular, for this particular attack. You have both the intention for the weather as well as the cannons themselves. So I am going to kind of try to go around them a little bit. I'll be able to pick up some loot in the water right there. There's some cloth. But so the fort itself is still firing mortars at me. You can see in the red circled area. So I'm going to fire some mortars back at them. The mortars kind of give your ship a long-range attack. It's not the strongest thing you've ever encountered, but especially at this point, it really, especially if there's a bunch of gunships out ahead of you, it's easy to pick one off quickly, while you can then turn and focus on one of the bigger ships. So I'm kind of in the, I hate to say, like, right now I have the Jackdaw in a medium build right now. So I have it on the level 3 of the for hull as well as cannons. So right after this, I'm actually able to upgrade to a level 4 hull, which there's only 5 levels. So I'll be able to take on even bigger ships. And you'll see I took out another naval defense there. So, all right, got it down to 5. As soon as I finish this, the water spouts, then of course they back off, and I focus on getting the ship in and go for the attack. If we were just talking about pure Xbox One to Xbox 360, if you put these two videos side by side, you'll see, there is differences, and in the actual gameplay itself, you really aren't going to see a ton of difference. At least in my opinion, there wasn't a whole lot for me to notice the difference between. Really, where I see it is in a lot of the effects, like those water spouts that are there, as well as. Wow, I really missed on that shot, but that's okay. Boom, got it. All right, now we got to infiltrate the base and kill some guys. There's also a couple of chests and a couple of animus fragments, so I'll be sure to pick those up as well. I really like, each naval base seems to have sort of a, its own little thing you kind of have to get, like this one had the weather. There's one where just all of a sudden a ton of ships just descend upon you. And so that's kind of a big pain in the butt. Alright, so going back, Xbox One versus Xbox 360, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Honestly, I don't want to say there really isn't a whole lot. A lot of it is in some of the fidelity between, the last gen and this new gen consoles, details, shadows, especially like a lot of the water effects. I tend to like to bring the swords in on this. I wish this part was maybe a little more dynamic. I know, I'm sorry I keep breaking my concentration for the Xbox One versus Xbox 360, which is probably the one thing you care about. But I'll be honest, I just like picking people off with a gun. But honestly, a lot of the gameplay is still the same. I mean, it's really not that much different. It's between the two. But like I said, there's a lot of in the graphical fidelity that there's a difference. Shadows, water effects, those sort of things. So, but pure gameplay-wise, there really is very little difference between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One versions of this game. Obviously, I like the Xbox One version just because it's, more crystal clear. But, to each his own. So, like I said, I kind of wish this section of the game was... Oh, this is a weird little bug. So, I killed him, but he's taking a really long time to die. There we go. I don't know. I mean, I just wish there was more to it than go hunt these three guys down. There's no elegance to this. I mean, honestly, in some certain respects, I guess it's one of the things I like about Assassin's Creed 4 versus 3 is there really is very little, like, if you get into a fight, it's not a big deal, I mean, like, yes, there are missions where you cannot be seen, it's fine, but there, for the most part, the game is very forgiving when it comes time to, kill, like, man, I got seen, alright, you know what, I'm just gonna fight my way out of this, screw it, it's not important. So that I do like, because there are times where, I'm trying to be stealthy, I'm trying to do it, be like an assassin, do it the way I want. But then again, Edward Kenway is not trained by the Assassins. Not trained by the Assassin's Guild, so why would I, be more about that? Let's face it. Sometimes you just, you just want to pull your swords out and start killing some people. I mean, can you really blame me? Or Edward in this case. I have been using, there is a companion app for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I've been using it a little bit. Not quite as much as I originally had thought that I would. But, I mean, it's fun. I'm going to go and pick up that. There's an animus fragment above where I was. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to, there's a big improvement between 3 and 4, up from 3 to 4, contextually as well as, I don't know. I mean, I haven't finished the story yet, but I'm looking forward to. I'm just really enjoying the naval combat. It's probably just love it a lot, and looking forward to. I haven't done the going underwater sinking treasure hunting, so I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, so now we're gonna go fight the last of the 3 officers. Depending on the size of the fort, you will either have. I like that where I was able to run up something and then jump off and do the assassin move. So that was kind of cool. But depending on the size of the naval fort, you will either have 1, 2, or 3 officers you need to fight. Once you've defeated the 3rd officer, killing the last officer is basically a walk up and end his life, and then you get the fort. So once you defeated a fort, you get an opportunity to go ahead and There's, you know, a new harbor master there for you to sell some goods, an official you can bribe to remove your wanted level, as well as an opportunity for a naval mission. So, victory for Kenway and his crew, and opens up the fort for you later on. As far as I can tell, there, other than it shows you on the map. There kind of removes the fog of war you'll be able to see right now, and so it you know, the other things that are in that area populate, and I think the number of enemy ships also might be cut down. But it shows you there's an Animus fragment. Tulum is where there on the Yucatan Peninsula is where the assassins are hiding out, and then there shows me there's a killer whale. So. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this video for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video and leave any comments down in the comment section for tips, tricks, something you want to see, something you want me to show. You know, let me know how I'm doing, and make sure you subscribe to the CoinOpTV YouTube channel, where you can be up to date on everything for us, not only just Assassin's Creed 4, but all for next-gen platforms and all the games you can handle. Alright. Thanks, everyone.